Welcome to another episode of DeAndre Dobbs The Show, episode 197, part A. It's going to be two parts of this video because this video today is going to be a WWE Wrestlemania 41 part 1 night 1 recap. For any of you that are WWE fans like me, and for those of you that like to watch WWE and that's like to watch wrestling like I do, I'm going to do a recap, kinda, and I'm going to do a review, and I'm just going to give you my opinion on what I thought about episode 1 of WrestleMania 40. So, happy Sunday, y'all. Hold on a minute, I'm getting my lips moisturized. Don't judge me, y'all. Okay, yeah, so what we're going to do today, we're going to talk about, give you my review on WWE WrestleMania 40, Part 1, Night 1. And let me tell y'all, to me, it was such a good night last night on WrestleMania. It was so good. I enjoyed Night 1. And I'm going to be honest with you, it was very, very good. And I couldn't even contain myself. And if you know me, I love wrestling, especially WWE, because WWE is one of those companies and it's one of those names that it's well known than AEW, well known than TNA. They're names too, they big names too, but WWE, that's my go-to and that's all I know. So we're gonna do a review, and I hope I do it good. I'm gonna do it in order of how I remember it, and I'm hoping I don't skip around. If I skip around, please forgive me. So hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, and whenever I have content, feel free to click on it and start watching. Okay, let's get started. So when you think of wrestling, when I think of wrestling, when I think of WWE, I think of big names like The Rock, Ric Flair, Andre the Giant, Bruno Sammartino. Who else? Lord, forgive me, y'all. I think of names like Jimmy Superfly Snooker. I think of names like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I think of names like, what's that wrestler? Hulk Hogan, which I'm not a fan of. For those of you that like Hulk Hogan, good for you. And I think of names like Bret the Hitman Hart, Owen Hart, The Undertaker, Kane, X-Pac, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And in my opinion, and you can't forget about the women in the WWE. Well, actually, WWE, it was World Wrestling Federation, for what I knew it as, World Wrestling Federation. And when you think of the women that was in WWE, you got women's like Sunny, you got women's like Sable, women's like Lita, women's like Trish Stratus, women's like Jacqueline, women's like Jazz, women's like Sensational Sherry, women like the Fabulous Moolah, women like Mae Young, women's like Hall of Famer, Bull Bacano. And Trish Stratus is a Hall of Famer. Lita is a Hall of Famer. Jacqueline is a Hall of Famer. And you can't forget about Deborah. And you sure cannot forget about the ninth wonder of the world, who was one of my favorites, China. Can't forget about them. And I just want to pay homage to all of them. That's what I think of when I think of wrestling and when I think of WWE. So we finna go ahead and get started on night 1 of WrestleMania 40. Now, WrestleMania 40 was one of the biggest WrestleManias I've ever watched, because it's been 40 years. 40 years since WrestleMania first started at WrestleMania 1 in 1984. Now, WrestleMania 40, it consisted of Coco Jones performing the Star Spangled Banner. And I'm finna rate that. I'm gonna give it a 10 because for one, she did a phenomenal job. Her vocals was on point. Her pitch was on point. No cracks, no nothing. It was everything. And I think my favorite parts of WrestleMania is when we have celebrities that perform the Star Spangled Banner. And she was phenomenal. And I'm gonna give it a 10 on that. She did a phenomenal job because she was, I don't know anything about Coco Jones, but I know that she is a great and wonderful performer, and she did a wonderful job. Congratulations, Coco Jones. So after that, the first match starts. Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's World Championship. I'm gonna give you my opinion on that, and I'm gonna give you my perspective, and I'm gonna give you my rating. My rating for that match, I'm gonna give it a 9. It was good. I enjoyed it. I really did. I can't tell you no lie. I really enjoyed it. And although Rhea Ripley came out with the win, I wish, I respect Rhea Ripley. I have no problem with Rhea Ripley. I'm happy that she's the women's champion. And although Becky, she's good too. Becky, I'm gonna give you my opinion on Becky in just a minute. But Rhea Ripley, I was hoping we see the title change hands. Now, I love Rhea Ripley. I respect Rhea Ripley. She is a phenomenal performer. Rhea Ripley has held that title for a year. When she knocked off Charlotte, when she defeated Charlotte at WrestleMania 39, night 1 of last year, and I watched that too. Now, that match was amazing. It was phenomenal. If I can rate that match, I give it a 10 because that match was good. Now, back to Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. That match, like I said, I'm going to give it a 9 because it was good. And Becky Lynch, she was sick. Either she had a cold or whatever. She had a fever. And plus, it was in Philadelphia, Philly. Brotherly Love. That's where WrestleMania was at. 1. And I truly enjoyed the match. And although I thought we were going to see a women's champion because it was so close. Now, I'm happy for Rhea, but I was just hoping that we see a new women's champion. And the reason I say that is I thought Nia Jax was going to come out there and try to interfere. I thought someone like Nia that's not Rhea Ripley's cup of tea, that's not Becky Lynch's cup of tea. But yeah, but I'm finna tell you about Becky. Would I like to see Becky with the belt last night beating Rhea Ripley? The answer is no. I respect Becky Lynch. I'm not dragging Becky Lynch. I'm just saying. Becky Lynch is a wonderful performer. She's a wonderful performer. She has done it all. She is a she's a six-time WWE Women's Champion. She won the Raw Women's Champion 3 times. And she's won the SmackDown Championship 3 times, if I'm correct. And I'm going to tell you this. I respect Becky Lynch, but did I want to see her as champion? I'm not hating on Becky Lynch. In my honest answer, which I'm going to say and stick with all due respect to the Becky Lynch fans, I'ma say no. Because the reason why, because let me tell you, Becky Lynch has done it all. She has faced legends like Trish Stratus, who she was in a storyline with, a feud with, and her best friend Charlotte. Well, was her former best friend Charlotte. The reason I say Becky Lynch didn't need to win that belt either, because it's time for new talent. Becky Lynch, she called herself the man Becky Lynch. I think Becky's time is winding down, and we need some new talent, upcoming talent that can really deliver. Becky can deliver too. Rhea Ripley can deliver. They both delivered. But in my opinion, I think Becky's time is winding down. That's just my opinion. No tea, no shade towards Becky. No tea, no shade towards Rhea. But I would rather see somebody else with that title other than Becky. And it goes to show you, just like Charlotte. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing towards Charlotte Flair. But when you think of women's in this era and in this society in the WWE, who has been given opportunity, chance after chance after chance, and has won the title back to back to back to back to back. And it's peoples out there, and it's women out there in the WWE, women out here in the wrestling world that wants opportunities, that deserves opportunities, that has good athleticism, that has good speed, good charisma, all that. But you got women like Becky Lynch, and you got women like Charlotte Flair that keeps getting chance after chance after chance. And me myself, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Charlotte, the main reason she kept getting titles, shots, and winning it 15 to 16 times, to me, one of those reasons is because of her Hall of Famer daddy, Ric Flair. Now, I could be wrong, but that's just how I see it. Now, Charlotte, she's a good performer. She's very athletic, and she has done it all. She's fought Trish Stratus. She's won the WWE Women's title 16 times between the Raw and SmackDown's title, and she's won the Tag Team Championship, if I'm not mistaken. Don't get me wrong, Charlotte good. And that match between Charlotte and Rhea Ripley last year at WrestleMania, it was wonderful. But to me, I'm not a hater. I'm just being real. I'm honest about what I'm saying. But when you have every person like Charlotte and Becky keep getting opportunity, but it's other people's out there that's much better, that is willing to, do what they do. So that's just my opinion. Now, love and respect to Becky and Charlotte, but that's just my opinion. So I'm gonna give it a 9 from last night. So congratulations, Becky. Not Becky. Oops. Congratulations, Rhea Ripley, and thank you, Becky, for a job well done. Okay, that's it for that match. Now the next match. Hold on, y'all. Just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Now the next match that was after that one was the Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships, and it was a ladder match. Now, the winners of those matches was the SmackDown champions was Austin Theory and his tag team partner, which the name I've forgotten. And the Raw tag team champions were the new Raw tag team champions was R-Truth and The Miz. Team Awesome Truth. Now, I was so happy that R-Truth and The Miz won, because Honestly, that was one of my favorite tag teams when they first formed back in 2011. And it was a time when R-Truth was heel. And I really, really, really enjoyed that match last night. So if I can rate it, I'm gonna give it a 10. You got you got these superstars going through ladders, have these superstars going through tables, got them going everywhere, all over the world. But I'm happy for R-Truth and the Miz. I was so glad when they won. So I'm gonna give it a 10 on that one. But I'm gonna go on and tell you, the tag. Okay, I know it was R-Truth and Xavier Woods. I know it was Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, and I do know it was these other tag teams. I don't know who. Listen, I've watched wrestling, but I don't know who these other tag teamers are. But I know they was in the match. But the only ones I know was Austin Theory and his tag team partner, R-Truth and The Miz, and Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Them were the ones I knew. In the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. And I was so happy that R-Truth and The Miz won because they was my pick because I liked it. Their team, they make a good tag team because they both are legendary in my opinion, and they both are good wrestlers. Now, but let's touch on R-Truth. I'm not shutting The Miz out, but let's touch on R-Truth. Now, R-Truth is 52, 53 years old. And this man's still out here making bread. He's rapping. He's still wrestling. Now, this man, R-Truth, he's been in WWE. He was in WWE a long time ago, way before it was like it is now. When he was in WWE, it was World Wrestling Federation, WWF. But now he's been in he's back in WWE. He's been in WWE. He's been in NWA. He's been in TNA. And back in that time, I read this and I looked this stuff up. He was actually world champion. He held the world championships in that company. And and when he was in WWE back in '99 or 2000, he was there a good amount of time, but he didn't hold no gold when he was with the WWE then. But when he went to TNA, when he went to AWA, it basically, that's when he was made a star, and that's when he started winning championships. And then, I'm just gonna go on and say this. When you got WWE when you got superstars or wrestlers such as men and women, they go to a certain company and they go and win big gold, and they get to show what they are made of. And you got people using them right because of their potential. They have potential, and they actually get their opportunity and win belts. But then it's like when they leave that company that they was made a star. Then when they leave that company that they was made a star, they come to another company such as WWE, where, in my opinion, WWE don't use half of the people that were stars in the other companies. They use them wrong. WWE be using them wrong half of the time, and these be the ones that be having so much potential. They be having so much potential. There was world champions in other companies, like like what I'm saying. But then when you get to a company like WWE, I bet they be saying, okay, I'm not in this company no more. I'm in WWE. WWE has seen my potential. WWE knows I'm worth something. WWE knows I have what it takes. that person gets to a company like WWE, which I respect WWE and I love WWE, and that's the only wrestling that I will watch. But WWE half of the time don't even use half of these superstars that made something of themselves in the other wrestling companies such as AWA, TNA, Florida Championship Wrestling, whatever wrestling it is out there, AEW or whatever. And that goes to show you of our truth. He was in World Wrestling Federation. He left that, went to TNA, became a world champion. Went to another company, became champion. Came back to WWE in 2008 to now still. It took him, it took this man to turn heel in 2011 against his tag team partner, John Morrison at the time, to win the United States Championship. This man was there back in the WWE from 2008, and he's still there now. And he won the United States Championship back in 2011. I forgot who he defeated, but I think it was who was it? I can't remember. Was it John Cena? I don't know. He said that's his childhood hero, but it was one of them. And then you have he won the 24/7 championship. I don't count that as a real championship. That's just a joke championship, the 24/7 championship. Not saying it was not fun, but it was a good run. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you something about R-Truth. I'm glad WWE is finally making something out of R-Truth. Not saying he was not anything, because he was. Um, he's a rapper. He's a good rapper. He's making his money, and they be having him doing these funny skits and stuff about little Jimmy and this joking and stuff that he was doing with the Judgment Day. Let me tell you, for R-Truth to be 52, 53 years old shows you that black does not crack, and that black is excellence, and that R-Truth has potential, and he keeps everybody laughing. I like how R-Truth keeps everybody laughing. Anytime when you can make Brock Lesnar laugh, anytime when you can make Vince McMahon laugh, anytime you can make Roman Reigns laugh, anybody laugh in the WWE with the jokes in the pranks in Judgment Day, like what R-Truth has done. You know you funny. You know you got talent. But I'm so glad that The Miz and R-Truth won the belt. So if I can, I'm gonna get it a 10. So congratulations to The Miz and congratulations to R-Truth. Congratulations, y'all. Okay, let's get on to the next match. Okay, the next match was it? I don't know. It was Sami Zayn versus Gutler. Now I don't know much what transpired in that storyline, but all I can tell you that it is that Sami Zayn is a 4-time Intercontinental Champion. He defeated Gutler after holding the belt for 666 days. And a lot of people was saying that Chad Gable should have won. In my opinion, I know a little bit about Chad Gable, but I don't know a lot. I don't know too much about him, but I'm gonna say this: Chad Gable, actually, I'm not dragging Sami Zayn, but Chad Gable, in my opinion, he deserved it. I'm happy for Sami Zayn though, but Chad Gable actually deserved it more. But in all, I'm happy for Sami Zayn because I like Sami Zayn, I like Chad Gable, and I like it how his wife was there cheering him on. I like how his best friend Kevin Owens was cheering him on. I like how Chad Gable was cheering him on. So, in my opinion, it was wonderful. Congratulations, Sami Zayn. Um. Okay, what's next? Um. Lord, I'm trying, y'all. Okay, the next match was what was the next match? Okay, this was one of my favorite matches. The tag team match was my favorite match as well. But the next match that it was the LWO. That was a good match as well with Rey Mysterio, Carlito, um, Andrade, um, um, Zelina Vega. Now that was a good match as well. So they came out with the victory. So congratulations to LWO. Actually, I like that because you got Dominic thinking that he's gonna help out his dad and thinking he's cool with his dad again, but he ended up betraying his dad again and costing him the match. Being on this other team with Escobar, or whatever his name is, but they lost and Rey Mysterio team won. So congratulations to them. Okay, the next match that I really enjoyed in Sami Zayn and Gutler match, I'm gonna give it a 9. Now the next match that I really enjoyed was after that was Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Carnegie versus Damage Control. Now that match, I love that match because not only did they come out on top, not only did they come out with the win, but it was also a it was also it was also a good. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, I'm back, y'all. So not only did they win, but they also, to me, it was Black Girl Magic in that video. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Not only did they win, but to me, it was Black Girls Magic. It was Black Girl Magic slash Black Excellence all in one complete scene. Naomi, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill came from AEW, which she was a star, and I just hope WWE uses her right. But in my opinion, I think Jade Cargill could have got a little better match time, and they could have did her a little bit better with, you know, with the match. Just my opinion. And I really thought, in my opinion, I really thought that we was going to see a heel turn last night. I really thought I was going to see a heel turn last night. It was either going to be Jade Cargill or Bianca Belair. Now, Naomi, I don't know, but I thought Bianca Belair was going to turn heel last night. I thought she was going to attack one of them, but she didn't. But I feel like a heel is coming. I feel like a heel turn is coming. But this the scene that took me away last night when Bianca took her ponytail and she smacked the hell out of Oscar. When she took her ponytail and smacked the hell out of Oscar, you can hear that pop. I was like, damn. Now that was a pop. Cause if y'all remember, she did the same thing to Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. I don't know, was it WrestleMania 30? I don't know. It was one of those WrestleManias, but it was so good. I really enjoyed the match, and I'm glad that Jade Cargill, um, Naomi, and Bianca won. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. and that's my opinion. And I'm gonna rate that a 10 because I loved it because it was, three black queens, black girl magic, excellence, all in one. And I'm so happy that they got a chance to um headline WrestleMania once again. But this was Jade Cargill's first WrestleMania, so that was good as well. So I'm gonna give that one a 10. I'm trying to see what else. Okay, I'm finna get ready and wrap this up. But I'm gonna tell you the match that really took me by storm. Like, I wasn't surprised. I was not surprised. But I loved it, the match between The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. The Rock and Roman Reigns came out with the win. They beat Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes last night. But during that match, when The Rock was out the ring, y'all excuse my language on here, but I'm just going to go on and say it. The Rock told that referee, "You count me out, you start counting, you fired. You start counting me out, you fired. I don't fuck around." When The Rock said that, I was damn it tickled when he said that. He was like, "You gonna be fucking fired if you count. I don't fuck around." I was like, WWE did not block that out. And because it was so good to see The Rock in action once again after 8 years. And The Rock, he did a good job. I'm gonna give it a 10. He did a good job moving at his age and his pace, and it shows you he can still keep up with these upcoming superstars. But The Rock, the heel Rock, is one of the best Rocks in my opinion when he's heel. Not saying when he's faced he's not good, but when he's a heel, The Rock is a heel. He 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 got it all made. He's got it made. And I respect that because The Rock, he has done some really phenomenal stuff, and he's a legend in the making. Now, I'm not surprised The Rock is not in the Hall of Fame yet because he should have been in the Hall of Fame. Among others that's in the Hall of Fame that was not ready to go in the Hall of Fame because I don't know why they are in the Hall of Fame when they really ain't done nothing. They really just, I believe WWE just putting people's in the Hall of Fame just to put them in the Hall of Fame because they running out of ideas. I'm just gonna be honest because ain't no way, ain't no way. No disrespect to Rey Mysterio. How you gonna put Rey Mysterio in the Hall of Fame before The Rock? I'm just saying, no tea, no shade. But to each their own. And The Rock did some very despicable, amazing, shocking acts last night at WrestleMania. But I'm so glad that Roman Reigns and The Rock came out with the win. So I really enjoyed WrestleMania 40 night one last night. And oh, I can't forget about this match. Jey Uso versus his brother Jimmy. It was hard. It was hard watching that match because it was two brothers fighting each other, twin brothers that was fighting each other. Even though it's part of the storyline, I don't care. It was hard watching that match. I thought the match wasn't gonna happen. I thought the match was not gonna finish, but it was truly a good match. Jey Uso came out with the win. He defeated his brother Jimmy, his big brother Jimmy, and I truly enjoyed the match, even though I didn't expect it to go the way it did. Because when Jimmy was like, put up his hand, he was like, he's sorry, he apologized. I thought about it, I said, don't fall for that, Jay. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for that. And then Jimmy ended up, tricking his brother. And I thought Jimmy was going to win, but in the end, Jay pulled out the win. So I'm going to give that a 10. And it goes to show you WWE has had some legendary matches. And WWE has had some outrageous moments. We have some WWE legends that have, that aren't with us anymore that was part of WrestleManias. Peoples like China. Peoples like China. Peoples like Eddie Guerrero. Peoples like Peter, what's his name? Jimmy Snuka. People's like Piper or Roddy Piper. People's like, who was a part of WrestleMania that was really legendary that's not with us anymore? It's a lot. People's like Dusty Rhodes and you know, a lot. It was a lot of legends that aren't with us anymore that was part of WrestleMania. Andre the Giant, Jimmy Snuka. It's just a lot that I can't name off the bat right now, but it's a lot. And I really am so grateful that I got a chance to witness WWE Wrestlemania 40 night one, even though it was on Peacock on my TV screen. I'm just being honest. And I hope I said it right, y'all. I just want to give y'all my part one of this review of WrestleMania 40. And I'm going to watch part two tonight, night two tonight. And I probably will do a part two tomorrow and my review on it. So, that will be it for night one and for part one. So that will be my video, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and I hope y'all enjoy this video. Thank y'all for watching, and I will be back with another video content as soon as possible. Thank y'all for taking the time to watch this video. I really want to say thank you for everything. Followers, subscribers, everything. So y'all have a wonderful Sunday. I love you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.